As a sign of respect and in recognition of the ties Indigenous people have to the land, Parkland College acknowledges that we live, work, and study in Treaty 4 territory. Treaty 4 is the traditional territory of the Cree, Saulteaux, Dakota, Lakota, and Nakota people, and is the homeland of the Métis people. It's such an important part of our past, but more importantly, our future.
Parkland College is proud to offer elder services to students at each of our campuses. Elder Edith has been providing student supports for many years. In this short clip, Elder Edith tells us who she is, where she's from, and the role she plays at Parkland College.
My name is Edith Starr. I'm from Star Blanket First Nation, and I work with the students in Fort Capel and also in Melville. I've been doing this for the last maybe 4 or 5 years, and I enjoy working with each and every one of them, and the staff is really good.
Elder Edith has been a part of many important events at Parkland College, from leading smudge walks to opening with prayers to sharing her own personal stories about residential school. Elder Edith is a leader within our Parkland College community. In this clip, Elder Edith describes the work that she does with students and why it is so important.
Like with some of the students I talk to, they kind of keep things inside them, like they don't want to vent out. But I told them, you could tell me anything or what's bothering you. Like, I'm here to help you and guide you in a good way. Like, don't be afraid to talk to me, because I'm here to work with the students and help you. Feel comfortable in any way you express yourself. And I told them that I'd always be here for them, give them support and strength in every day that they're here.
Access to elder services has helped our students through some of the most difficult times. Elder Edith has been there to support students through traumatic events and has been able to provide staff and students with different teachings in terms of cultural responses to death and grief. In addition, during the global pandemic, COVID-19, Elder Edith was still able to provide student supports through telephone counseling and through meeting over video chats with students so that elder services were not interrupted.
Hello, everyone. And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Cami DePape. I'm VP Academic at Parkland College. So welcome to Parkland College. We are located in Yorkton, Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan has one of the fastest growing Indigenous populations in Canada. By 2030, it's estimated that 25% of our population will be Indigenous. For Parkland College, 40% of our students are Indigenous. Indigenization is embedded in our governance, our student support, as well as in our partnerships. We want to make sure that our student population feels welcomed and they can celebrate their culture and it feels like home to them.
We focus on providing many opportunities for staff and students to participate in cultural activities, celebrations, and ceremonies. Here are just some of the many successful cultural events we have hosted.
Hello, my name is Gail Starr, and I work with Parkland College. I'm a counselor at the Fort Capel campus, and I want to talk to you about the smudge walk. So smudge means we kimakasakan in Cree, and smudging means to purify oneself with traditional medicines. So the smudge walk was another initiative brought to Parkland College by a former student. So during the 2018-2019 year, we gathered at the end of the year to promote and carry out this ceremony. At this time, he recognized this was a ceremony to recognize, validate, incorporate ceremony, and end our time together through ceremony. There were elders, katea, staff and students, and community members that were present at this ceremony. This ceremony was a good reflection of a collective togetherness of people from community. So people heard about it and other people wanted to join. And anytime there's ceremony, we don't ask or turn people away. We invite them to come and walk with us.
This footage is from one of the many Orange Shirt Day activities we have had throughout the years. In this particular initiative, staff and students in all of our campuses took time to reflect on what truth and reconciliation meant to them. Everyone involved then painted an individual orange square, depicting an artful creation of their thoughts and feelings. Local volunteers then stitched these squares together, creating a collage unique to each Parkland campus. We welcome you and encourage you to come view the quilts and enjoy the stories they share.
The need to recognize the importance of Indigenization was first expressed in Parkland College's 2017 to 2020 strategic plan. One of the first steps taken was to establish an Indigenous Advisory Council through which leaders from local Indigenous communities would provide direction on best practices for welcoming students of Indigenous ancestry into our classrooms and for setting them up for success. In the image on this screen, you see the current Indigenous Advisory Committee. This is a group of dedicated Parkland College staff members who passionately support the Indigenous initiatives at Parkland College.
We also want to make sure that our partners and our communities are served well, and that means building strong relationships. And some of those relationships have lasted over 20 years, before even my time at Parkland College. So we are very pleased with that, and every year we're looking for new and innovative ways to meet the needs of our Indigenous students and partners and communities. So I welcome you to Parkland College and our virtual conversation about supporting Indigenous learners and working with Indigenous leaders and our communities.